Hey, what's up, Battle Tactic fans? So this week we got a little change of scenery. I know you guys are probably getting sick of seeing all the Bears stuff, so we had here north of the border, got some Packers stuff going over at Brett's house here. So we're in a different war room, but we're still BattleTactics.tv, and we're going to bring you the Dust Tactics new tournament rules. Let's go to the game. Okay, to play with the tournament rules, you need the tile pack from Dust Tactics, or Fantasy Flight. So you need to get the tile pack. You have 12 basic tiles. You have the 13th tile is the building that you can use either side, and then there's also another building that you can lay down. Now, within the tile pack, there's also bridges and water tiles. You cannot use a bridge or a water tile. You can only use either one of the indoors or the outdoor tiles. So you could use either side you want to use. And then also tile number 9 here is a hangar. And with that hangar, you know, that could be a third building basically. So also you get 2 hard covers, 2 soft covers, of course your dice, and then 9 walls. And we'll go through the rules to show you how all this comes together. Alright, so tonight we're going to play against Brett from BattleTactics.tv, and let's go through our army list for the night. So we're going to be playing the Allies versus the SSU. And let's go through Brett's armies here. He's got 2 helo transporters. He's got the SSU sniper teams. He's got a few of those. How many you got over here, Brett?
2.
So he's got 2 sniper teams. He's got 2 close combat teams. And we have here another sniper team that's being proxied using the Axis snipers. Or no, the observers. So we got the Axis observers. How many observers you got?
3.
3 pairs of observers over here. So he's really stacking them up. And then we got the hero Yokov. And then 2 sets of Chinese volunteers. You can see the hero here. We're actually using the mechanic as the hero right now because the hero pack isn't out. 2 sets of Chinese volunteers. We're going with Koshka and Red Yan. And then he's got Natasha for the SSU Walker. Okay, and I'm going to be playing the Allies. And we got Steel Rain, and we're breaking out Rattler tonight. We just got him in. And then we have Wildfire with the Corps officers. Some half-painted Corps officers there. Rolling with 2 sets of Grim Reapers and Oz. And then we got the Priest with the Hellboys. And we got a set of Observers and Bazooka Joe. And another set of Observers and a set of Snipers. So that's the 2 armies, Allies versus Axis. So
SSU.
Or Allies versus SSU. Yeah, it's so different having the SSU here. So, alright, so the first thing you do here, we roll 5 dice. And the winner of the rollout gets to choose either go first or last, or first or second. So let's roll our dice. Tie. 2. 1. 1. 1. 1. 2. Alright, so I get to go first. So, now me going first, I can either choose to lay down the first tile to the right of me, and you want to build a 3 by 4 in either direction. Brett's going to lay down the second tile. So, if I decide to let him go first, what I get to do is set down the
2
building.
by 3 building.
2 by 3 building here. And also the walls, right?
Well, the person that lays the first tile lays the first wall, so you actually get to lay 5, whereas you get to lay 4.
Exactly. So the person that lays the first tile, so I won the rollout. I could either choose to lay down the first tile, and then I get the 5 walls instead of 4 walls. There's 9 walls total. Or I could say Brett gets to lay down the first row of tile, and I get to lay down the building in 4 walls. Okay. So I'm gonna say, Brett, you go ahead. You get to lay down the first one.
All right. order to lay the first wall, it starts off on your right hand side.
Yep.
I'm going to place the first one.
Okay. Now at any time, you can either choose to use the building or not choose to use the building. Okay. And at this time, I'm going to defer to use the building. I'm just going to pick the next tile. And again, you can use either side. We're going to keep it, if we're not going to use the buildings, is to keep it with the snow so it looks okay. And then you just go back and forth till all the tiles are laid down.
Yep. One thing you do have to know is each tile has to go against another tile. You can't just place one obviously randomly somewhere. It actually has to be touching an already laid tile.
And then you're building a 3x4 board, so once it gets to the 4, he either has to go this way or you can branch off the other way.
You can branch off any way you want to right now though.
And so I'm going to pick the building. And there's two sides to the building. One's got a wide open with 2 doors, 3 doors. The other one's got 4 doors on, and actually it has 7 doors because there's, no, 6 doors, sorry. 3 doors on this side, door here, door there, door there. And I think I'm going to go with this right here. And you can lay it down anywhere you want. If I wanted to, I could put it here, which I might do. I'm going to put it right there in the middle. So he decided to make the board go that way, so now we have to branch off. And basically from here, since there's no, well, there is an option. What Brett did is he actually took the hanger and he flipped it over and used the snow side of it. So since there are no more buildings, we can basically just build it out from here. Now, because I went second, I get the option to put this down. Okay, which I'm going to do, and I'm going to lay it down probably right in here. Okay? And that's your map. And so it can be different anytime you do it. We still got to lay down the walls now. So, Brett gets 5 walls, I get 4 walls. And then again, Brett gets to lay down the first wall because I allowed him to go first for the tile put down. And you can put them anywhere you want, as long as they don't touch the edge of the map.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool. It's just like the battle builder for Dust Warfare. Changes a lot of things up. And it makes the gameplay too. If you get a bunch of people over, it makes the gameplay go a lot faster because you're not looking through the campaign books to see, which map are we going to play, what's going to be fair for everybody. It really speeds up the gameplay. So you can see it's a pretty interesting map already, real quick. Again, you're not going to play the same map twice usually, so pretty cool. So let's go to the second part of it. Okay, so now we are picking the deployment locations. And you can either pick the long edge or the short edge, and your opponent has to go on the opposite side. And you got to roll for that. So you roll 5 dice, and the winner gets to pick the deployment. The loser gets to pick the scenario that we're going to play. So Brett's got 2, I got 3. So I'm going to pick the deployment. So this is pretty good. So that way you can randomize and look at your opponent's army and kind of see, okay, where do I want to come in at? And I think I'm going to pick that edge for deployment. So now Brett gets to pick the scenario that we're going to play.
I think the scenario I want to pick is it's going to be total points, so we just got to kill each other.
Okay.
And whoever has the most points.
So there's 3 scenarios. The first one is kill them all.
Yep.
First one's kill them all. I'll put them up on the side here. The second one is key positions.
Key locations.
Yeah, key locations.
And area control.
And the other one's area control. So let me go through the 3 different scenarios. So basically kill them all is easy. Whoever has the most AP, that's the, after that you've killed from your opponent, you add up your victory points and you win. Same as playing. Now, area control is basically you got to have a squad within the tile. And whoever has the most units within a tile wins the game. So however many tiles you're controlling. So you got to have it within all 9 squares. and so you want to have them all spread out with an N. Now, key location is basically we have the terrain pieces here, and we set them down. Now, whoever is controlling with a unit, not a walker or an aircraft, it has to be a unit. Whoever controls the most cover elements wins the game.
And to clarify with area control, if you have a guy on a square and I have a guy on that same square, you don't get points for that. It's only if you control this 3x3 square only, then you get the point for it. Whoever controls the most of these wins that.
Okay, and you chose kill them all, right?
Yep.
Okay, so now we roll for cover. And Brett got 4 or 5 over there, and I got 1. So Brett gets to lay the first cover.
And this is going to be my deployment zone.
So this is your deployment right here.
That's my deployment zone?
Yep.
Okay.
So let's switch sides.
These can be placed anywhere, just to clarify.
Okay, so now we lay down cover. Now we get to roll for initiative.
Yep.
Alright, so here we are rolling for initiative. What we got is, I have Bazooka Joe, so I get to roll 4 dice, and Brett gets to roll 3 dice. But you have the hero, right?
Tactician.
He is a legendary tactician, so he actually, let's get back a little bit here. He actually, all his misses are hits for legendary tactician.
So I'll go first. I have 1.
Alright, he got 1. And I got 0. The one time I could possibly, he hasn't lost a rollout in like 2 weeks. And the one time I get a chance to beat his, I roll with 4 dice. I roll all blanks. How do you like that?
I'm going to let you go first.
Alright, so he gets to pick who goes first. And I think I am going to... break some observers out. Move it.
And some snipers.
Snipers right in here.
My snipers right here.
Observers. We'll take Bazooka Joe all by himself. And one here.
And then the Chinese volunteers. Elite squad.
Okay, the priest with the Hellboys, and they have fast. Move up 3.
Boy. Observers with Yokov, the hero.
Alright, going core officers.
Bring in Natasha with a move actually.
Alright, gonna throw some Grim Reapers in here, and they can move forward.
Set up Chinese volunteers.
Gonna bring in Steel Rain. I think I'm gonna bring in Rattler. Take a pot shot at the observers down there. And Rattler gets against Armor 2 6 dice. 2 hits. They're dead. So first casualty of wars there is the observers.
Koshka and close combat are in this helicopter right here. I am just not going to do anything with Koshka.
Okay. So he's deferring Koshka.
Deferring Koshka.
Alright, I think I'm just going to come in with Wildfire here. We'll put him right here. Come in. Wildfire is going to go. Wildfire is going to go right there.
The close combat squad with who is this? Koshka is also in here, and I'm deferring them as well.
Now the helicopter can carry up to 8.
And I've got 6 in
So
there right now.
yeah, so they're armor 2, so he's got 6 in there. A little different than the other carrying capacity of the other one. And then I am going to bring the Reapers with Oz right here. Oh wait, you got unlimited, right, with that? How long is that? That's
6.
artillery? 6? Okay, so I'm not going to do that. I forgot that guy's sitting right there. So I'm going to bring Oz and the Reapers right here.
Well,
Brett was just salivating right there.
now I have a very tough decision. I'm going to use advanced deployment here. I just got to figure out where I want to put it.
So advanced deployment, he can put it down the helicopter wherever he wants. It uses both of its actions.
Except for his deployment zone, I can't use that back line.
So anywhere except for my deployment zone. It's a pretty good little battle we got going right now for deployment.
Put in my first helicopter for advanced deployment.
Okay, so first helicopter's down right here.
And my other helicopter, I'm going to have Radiana and another close combat squad. I'm going to use the same thing, advanced deployment. Tough one. He's got a lot of anti-air, especially in this region, so it's tough for me to figure out where I want to put this.
Now for those of you that haven't used the helicopters yet, basically nothing blocks line of sight for the helicopters except for being inside a building. If you can still see, like regular door rules apply, but If you're inside a building, that's basically the only thing a helicopter can't shoot. Guide walls don't block it, buildings don't block line of sight, other mechs, other units don't block line of sight for a helicopter. And a helicopter can be on any square that's not occupied by a unit. So it could be right on top of a guide wall here or on top of a building. Basically, they'd be hovering. And line of sight is not blocked by other helicopters either. And anything with unlimited range, like Rattler here, can actually only shoot up to 6 range against helicopters.
I'll put my other helicopter. Right there.
Okay, let's take a look at deployment. Okay, so this is how deployment ended up. Here's the allies back here. We got the observers with Wildfire, Bazooka Joe, some snipers, and we got 2 sets of Grim Reapers with Oz right there. And then we come back here, we got Steel Rain, Corps officers, some barbecue squad action with the Priest, and then we had Rattler with the observers. Brett laid down 2 helicopters there. Inside the helicopters, he's got heroes and the command or the close combat squads in each one, right?
Yep.
And then over here we have some looks like those close combat squad or Chinese volunteers. Chinese volunteers.
Nice.
Yokov, the other hero over there with some snipers. Kashka.
Or no, Natasha, I'm sorry, Natasha, Chinese volunteers, snipers,
Natasha.
score observers.
So that's how deployment ended up, and as you can see, it's going to be a pretty good battle we got going on here. It's got a lot laid out. This looks like a fun one. Let's go on the round 1.